What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dice House and their DCO commentary. I just wanted to bring this video to you today. First, I want to set this video up for you guys. It's another 4v4 League versus League match that we did the other night, where this time we took it into Arkham Asylum to see how that map would work out for us. Just took it off to the side, didn't go after any nodes or anything like that. Just, having a little bit of fun. But another reason why I wanted to bring this video up here is because it's something that it's been brought to light over the past few months, but it's something I have not really addressed before in the past. But I felt the need to, and felt like actually sitting down here and looking, studying everything. And well, first off, here's BC. He's trolling me, hitting me with that snow globe thing. Everybody on his team thought I popped a snowman trinket, but, I didn't, guys. It's not in my belt, so stop, saying I popped snowman on y'all. I was only in it for like 4 seconds anyways. But the thing I wanted to talk about, though, is with the immunities. It all goes back to, update 13. That we got back in May of last year. The counterattack immunities they introduced in the game. Some of the other changes too, and all that, which I'll get to later on. But I don't think. I understand why they put the immunities in there. It's because newer players getting involved in PvP, aren't going to be used to or won't know how to deal with, getting focus fired, basically, especially by people who are more experienced and everything. People tend to kind of panic and feel like they're just getting blown up. Now, there's a few things that they could have done to fix this. Personally, ranked matches and lobbies are the obvious, and best answers, in my opinion, of what they could have done to fix this situation of where you have people going in, queuing up for arenas in their Walmart gear, their Bloodbat or Archangel gear, against people who are full tier 4, completely modded out. A ranking system and lobbies would have been far more ideal solution than introducing counterattack immunities to the game, simply because it's I don't know if this was done to either speed up or slow down PvP a bit, but it's really slowed it down to a crawl. It's a rare thing you go up against a good team nowadays. If you're on a good team and you go up against another good team, it's a rare thing to see that match end before the timer runs out. It's a very rare thing. And it all goes back to the immunities. Getting your counterattack immunities and getting that, being immune to damage and control effects for a short period of time. It's just really slowed down. It used to be, you'd be out there and you'd be PvPing in a match and all that. You'd see somebody throwing block breakers. You'd lunge them real quick, get them to stop throwing the block breakers on everybody, and that would be that. That was the main reason why you would lunge a block breaker, is to get them to stop throwing block breakers out. But now it's turned into a thing where, if you're getting focus fired, it's turned into an actual tactic where, you try and find out who's throwing the block breakers, you lunge them to get them immunity. It saves people significantly whenever that's done. And it's kind of frustrating seeing that happen. Not to mention the fact the whole turtling effect that takes place now with this immunity thing. Because once you get that immunity, you go in there and you block somebody, lunges you or is in the middle of a combo that you're able to interrupt with a block. You get that immunity. Well, there could be somebody over there, throwing block breakers on you. Well, even though you're still sitting there holding block, if you got that immunity, you can't be block broken. And I think that's where a lot of people are seeing issues with, they throw a block breaker on somebody who just got an immunity, you're not gonna be able to block break them. Myself personally, I don't know if it's lag or what exactly it is. My issue is kind of, it's like, I'll throw a block breaker and then I'll go into a combo, or I'll block myself and get lunged and get, block stunned. For like if I was still throwing a block breaker out there. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's lag or what that is, but I mean, there's definitely an issue with that involved. But this immunity thing, it just, I mean, I know I'm not the only person that feels this way about it. People who 1v1 a lot, I know feel the same way about it. People who do competitive, arenas and everything, I know they feel the same way about it too. It's really slowed the game down. It's really slowed the game down. I mean, a lot of us would really like to have our old breakout system back. A lot of us would like to see the immunities completely out of the game. I think it would really speed it up. I got other ideas, what could speed up competitive arenas for everybody too, but not many people are keen on that. Some of those ideas, because it opens you up to being, getting killed a lot more. But I mean, this is also the update where they, really greatly reduced the toughness on everybody's PvP gear. They really buffed up the health on it. It doesn't, and I don't know. I mean, I think they did that to try and balance out, the immunity system and all that. Because obviously, you go in there into an arena, somebody's got lesser toughness and all that. They're going to be taking a lot more damage. But they nerfed all of the crits in arenas too. The crit healing and the crit damage. They nerfed it a lot. I just, it seems like, they slid the bar too far one way and then slid another bar too far the other way, and it just doesn't seem like it's a balanced thing that they introduced with update 13. Especially in regards, the PvP gear with the toughness. I don't understand why that was done. Especially with the health. I mean, because like right now, unless I'm getting severely focus fired, which you'll see a couple of times here, I get dropped in this match. But for the most part, as a fire tank, I mean, there's no real easy way of bringing me down. I'm not going to go down nearly as fast as some of the other people are. And that's even with me wearing tank DPS gear. I can tend to, be able to tank a node pretty well on my own. That's mainly goes back to, like some of the powers that I use. Fiery weapon gives me a small tick of health back whenever I hit something that's on fire. Burnout gives me a small tick of health whenever I use it. Backdraft, if something's on fire and I hit it with backdraft, I'm going to catch a heal off that too. And and that's not really why I spec'd into those powers. It just seems like the loadout that I'm using right now. You can see here is a preferred loadout for PvP right now. So in tank stance as a fire tank, I get 2.2 health, I believe it is, back for every point of dominance I have. And I'm not, like stacking dominance by any stretch of the matter on it. But the fact of the matter is, though, I switch to tank stance, I get a little boost of dominance. And I've got enough skill points right now where I've got, all the dominance innates picked up, along with health and toughness innates and all my crits and everything. So it's still, unless there's a healer there to debuff my heals, or remove the heal buffs that I have on myself, I don't know, man. It just doesn't really make sense. that they did this. And I know I'm kind of rambling here and letting the video stretching on a bit, but I'm curious what you all think about it. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like the immunity system in the game. I'm not a big fan of it either. I really wish they would put it back to the way it was, to be honest with you. Another thing this update did too, though, man, that had me really upset, was this is the update that they reduce the effect time for immunities that tanks can cast out there. Winter Ward and Shadow Restraints and Burnout and Brain Determination, and I believe it's Unstoppable for Earth. Of course, they only have the one anyways, but yeah, it's, the breakout effects not only last 3 seconds, and and I was, and the reason they gave for that, which I found slightly ridiculous, was it was because they said people were stacking tanks in PvP. You never saw that. I never saw that. The only time I ever saw that, where there would be like more than one tank on the other team or more than one tank on my team, was when you'd be solo queuing in there, and you just happen to get like another 2 or sometimes maybe even 3 tanks on one team. It was a bit ridiculous, don't get me wrong, but by no stretch of the matter did everybody have immunity up for the entire match, because a lot of people aren't used to playing with others, and communication is not there, especially if they don't have a mic. And I don't know, it just really kind of frustrates me that they did that, because nobody ever stacked tanks in arenas. I mean, nobody would ever queue up, get a group together with 2 or more tanks in their group and then go run Moon. It just yeah, I mean, the whole reason behind that just didn't really make sense to me at all. But yeah, so they they nerfed the effects time of the immunities, and I mean, it's made PvP a little bit more interesting. But we still got PvP trinkets that everybody uses to remove the immunities. The tier 2 PvP trinkets removes debuffs off of you. So that, I mean, that kind of balances out. But even some of the best tanks, or let me say, only some of the best tanks before this could keep an immunity cycle going, immunity cast time cycle going during a match, to keep the immunities out there for as much as possible within like a minute. And there was still a window of opportunity for you to get debuffs in on the healers or the controllers or the DPS, to where I didn't really see this as being much of an issue. So yeah, I mean, like I said, man, so many changes they did in just like one update. This is the update just prior to when DLCs 4 came out, The Last Laugh came out, that they made these changes. And I don't know, man. I mean, I'm curious what you guys think, though. I mean, do you guys like the immunities? Do you not like the immunities? What would you have done different to kind of try to accommodate the newer players to the game who are trying to get into PvP? I'm really curious to know what y'all think. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments below. It just, I mean, I miss having the old counter system. Especially miss having our old breakout system. Because, like I said, it just really slowed down arenas here. To the point where 5v5, it's gotten to be pretty much. I mean, if you got 2 really good teams going in to a match, more than likely or not, I mean, there's a good chance they may get 1 kill, maybe get 2 kills, but I mean, they still stand a very extremely better chance even of tying up the match. So I don't know. I mean, people have developed their own little personal tactics of farming the blues, and people are blocking a lot more than they used to. Um, and then of course you got the people who do all the little screen blocking here. Is probably you may have seen Carlos sneak in there to do a couple of times. People go in there and screen block, and then you get stunned because of your splash damage. All right, the person you're attacking is probably not even blocking, but you still get block stunned because there's somebody sitting right there next to him holding the block button. You get stunned through your dying splash damage. It just, oh man, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I mean, do you like the current immunity system? Do you like what they did with the changes to the stats for the PvP gear? What did you guys think about the changes to the immunities too? I mean, I know I'm several months late, really getting into talking in any detail about this stuff, but it's something I'm still curious about as to why they did it, and I'm still curious as to, here we are a few months later. How do you guys feel about it now, kind of thing? I guess I don't know. Anyways, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until next time, y'all take care. Bye.